Greetings and happy Friday. We are broadcasting and all set. Set today. What I'm working with today. Good base coat first. Depending on how long that takes, I'll show you guys the highlights we'll do afterwards. But we're not gonna rush too much today. Got ourselves a nice idea, just gonna take it fancy little thing here. We're just gonna go straight ahead. Really don't have a plan with this other than I'm gonna keep the brush rather dirty. I'm gonna go rather painterly. Ideas where I'm just trying to relax on the night. Had a busy week, so this is a good way to decompress here. But we'll see. I'll also do my best to talk a little less than usual. Hey, Lexi's arrived! Welcome, welcome. Greetings. Hope you and Alex had a nice week. #1 fan, I appreciate that. Your doggies have been doing well too. Just pain in the butts, yeah. My dogs are that way too sometimes. life in the new place been treating you guys? It's been quite a bit since you've been moved in, so I'm curious. That's great. It's always good when you got neighbors that are that friendly. I'm happy for you guys about that. Hey, Dad's in here too. Got a party going on already. Glad to see you in. How's it been going on your neck of the woods? Oh. Seems like we got ourselves a clogged paint tube. And that means we're going to be jamming this in here. Free yourself. Hey, there we go. We are painting a very unplanned, just textury, color-filled thing for tonight. Nice little way to decompress. Keep things rather loose here. I got my paint shorts on. I got new palette going on here. Yeah, there we go. I had a little jam paint tube there, but seems like we got through it. This is kind of just a way for me to practice a few techniques, but nothing too crazy. Also a good way for me to use up some of this paint that's been sitting around for a little bit. I don't want it to get too old, but at the same time it is already a little bit old, so this painting's a good way to get through some of it. This is paint I've had since before moving to Idaho for that little bit of schooling I did up there. We're just kind of going with the flow. Hey, thanks. Yeah, this one's specifically called Brilliant Purple. It's a nice little mixture of, I'm pretty sure, quinacridone, some white, and then a little bit of blue in there. I think I'm just going to use this whole tube today. Of this old stuff, I mean. We're going to really just be caking everything on rather heavy. We're just going to go for a nice blended look until pretty much I like the look of it. It might be some mixture of a sky slash marbled texture. Okay, just like that. Full tube of paint to empty. Nice big old glob on here. I'm also going wet on wet, so it'll naturally blend a little bit. I'll go back with the purple after I add some variety in here. And depending on how quickly the sky comes together, we'll move on to some highlights, but I won't show those until I'm sure we're to that point. Goal is to cover this whole top half with a blendy mixture of 4 colors I got set aside here, and then go back at the end to do some of those highlights on the connecting portions. At this point, there's no real plan that I have other than just get the green covered. Mix this up. Yeah, this paint tube is multiple years old, so it's a little bit aged to the point of maybe like a cottage cheese texture, but without the chunkiness. That's why I'm kind of using it more on this base coat, because it is old. Old, but still usable. So I would say choosing the colors varies on just kind of what the image in my head is sort of pointing me to. Because sometimes, like with this one, I have a general idea, and I sort of have maybe 1 or 2 colors that I want for sure. And then I'll go to my paint wall, which I can show you guys is that tower over there. I go to my paint wall and then choose colors that sort of complement the colors that I know for sure are going to happen. So it's almost like a just kind of following my heart kind of process, not really. It's like I want them to have compliments to one another, but at the same time, I try not to force. It's also nice to have a color wheel sitting just off screen that kind of reminds me on certain occasions where I might not remember which colors go together or which sort of color theories are out there that may slip my mind at a given moment, but I'm trying to keep every bit of paintbrush stroke direction the same too, just to follow a sort of preset path that I'm going to do for sure. This paint is cheesy, that's for sure. Chunky. Thankfully, paint like this doesn't stink though when it gets old. It kind of just really changes the texture of things. And I tend to use old paint for base coats. I don't really have much old paint left, it's really just this little set of things. But yeah, we'll sort of get the base coats down first. And after the base coats, I'll gear things a bit more specifically. It's pretty much as this coat of green I wanted as the base, because I'll do stream part 2 will most likely be this part, where I'll tape it off the other way and I'll do vertical greens. There we go. Yeah, we're not really worrying too much about things. We're just kind of going. This is the other color for today. Nice blue-gray. I'll just kind of throw in here and there. This one's not nearly as old, so I don't have to unclog it. Speaking of which, I should soak. Yeah. Let's give that a soak for a bit. Pretty much used up all the warm apricot. Now I'll just kind of throw in some and this is wet on wet this time, so it gives a natural more kind of gradient as I put stuff down. Still got lots of green left to go, so I'm not thinking about it too much. Get some more of this pink hue things. I'll flash the palette on screen again here in one moment, just for those who are curious. Goes good with the yellow bits. Slowly just working it into the greens. Small break to show you guys what we got going on. Got these three for the main base, and then this yellow apricot looking one that we use the entirety of, because like I said, that one's cheesy. Oh, I got a little more in there. Everything rather messy. And I have the tape here, and it's cool if I get a little on this green part, because I'm going to paint over it anyway, but it's really just to kind of encourage the line. Not a real hard guideline, though. The goal is just to kind of get everything saturated. Pink today. I'm gonna get a whole bunch more this time. There we go. Squeeze out a bunch of color here. Yeah, like I said, this is wet on wet, so my brush will pick up previous colors and kind of just help me out. This is medium body acrylic paint too, for those who are curious. So it dries semi-normal, but not too fast, not too slow. Just a nice way for me to have enough time to get an idea of things, but then it won't be liquid forever. Yeah, I think we'll finish off this green, this paint. I do have edges on here that are painted black, but this is another one of those paintings that if some paint gets on the edges, it's not the end of the world. I'll just touch up those parts with black at the end. It's more just the fact of getting it all on there. Actually, get some of this on the side. Rather spread out. Yeah, every bit of green has got to go. Crumb of paint there. Paint. Oh. There we go. If there's ever a point where I have to break out I have a paint tube squeezer. I'll let you guys know, and I'll keep talking to you off camera when I get low on paint, if that ever happens. Got lots of green to cover, so it's definitely bound to happen that we'll get lots of paint used. Hope everyone's Friday was nice. It's always good when you got the end of the week. Hello and welcome. Hey, hype it is. Hope your Friday was good. Friday was good, my friend. Friday hype indeed. Gotta love Fridays. mixture of these two now. Kind of just break up. Is that another loose? There's a loose bristle we got here. Get rid of that. Bob Ross. If only one day I was revered and remembered to the same level that legend was. He is a big inspiration of mine, that's for sure. Did you know his son is starting to do what he did? Hey, thanks, man. I'm glad you're here today. Through paint like crazy today, that's for sure. I'm gonna quickly use my paint tube squeezer here to assist me on this. Running low on paint, but I got more after this tube is out. Good place for us to start. Get some glue too. There we go. Back to painting. Pretty much got the majority of the green, but still got a little more in here. Oh, that's a lot. There we go. Hey, I'm glad you like it. I'm trying to go for just really messy, not really planned out anything yet. Gotta get all this green base coat covered. We're getting there. This is a 24 by 36 inch canvas we got today, so lots of paint needed for it. Put some color down here. Kind of just making sure that it's as dynamic as possible. Not too many big chunks of certain color, but also not too crazy. There we go. Keep a coat very soft so far. Oh, no worries, man. Appreciate you stopping by, too. Hey, yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to get a similar look to. Very, very cloudy, very soft looking colors for the base coat. Getting some more paint here. And pretty much make it as marbled as possible. Ooh, I can get some paint off of there. And then throw that on right there. Kind of just... if there's ever any paint chunks, I'm just kind of getting those off. Loose bristle there. Get that out of there. Paint chunk. I think what I'll do is get some more blue. There we go. Got some blue on there. A little bit of purple again. We are blowing through paint on this. That's a good thing. I'm trying to get used to really just going after it. Not thinking too much about where paint's going. On this part. Smoothly, that's for sure. A little shaky, but another thing I can do is freeing up some resources like this. There we go. Yeah, it's kind of like what I'm going for. It's pretty spot on, you guessed that, because yeah, I want to give it a very sky looking feel. As variety as I can get, I'll try to go for it. Make sure everything's pretty soft too. It could also be my internet too. kind of trying to monitor the... Oh yeah, no worries, Lexi, I'm glad you stopped in. Definitely tell Alex I said hi too. Appreciate you guys being a part of this today. Everything will be on the YouTube permanently, so nothing will be lost to time. In case you ever want to go look back at the finished product or any sort of thing like that, it'll all be available for you. Use the rest of this blue here. Oh yeah, anytime. They're all permanent. I upload the entire stream without any cutouts or anything like that, so you can always go back if you guys are interested. Some more blue here. I like my little tool. It makes it all zigzaggy. I'm glad you're in a peaceful space. It's always good. It's good to find a quiet area just to kind of relax. Get more purple here. Going lighter with my brush to get more defined areas of color. Make it a little more marbled. Kind of filling in the areas where I feel like certain colors might be lacking. We are definitely nearing a good spot here. Oh, am I still in Airsoft? I haven't played in a very, very long time. Super long time now. But I still think it's cool. I watch videos of it. That's cool that you got into the sport. It's cool I was able to get you interested in such a fun thing. It's been a long time since I played, actually, now that you bring it up. Yeah, that was a good time. Super fun time. Hey, I'm glad, man. That's so cool. It's great exercise too, that's for sure. There's so much fun to be had in Airsoft and all the different things you can get and the community and everything like that is so cool. Drop stuff. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, playing in your front yard nowadays will be a very interesting situation might occur. That's for sure. Super. Times have definitely changed in that regard. Even with the orange tip, it's so bizarre. People definitely get freaked out. Purple again. Yeah, cops everywhere. Seriously. Yeah, it'd be like summoning the entire police department nowadays. Hey, thanks, man. I'm really happy with how this is going, actually. I didn't really set out with a plan today other than I wanted these colors. And I wanted everything to be pretty blendy and stripy in general. Really happy with how this is going. It was a great way for me to use up some old paint too. Keep things fresh, and I try to paint every so often just to make sure things don't get all gross or go expired. Because yeah, some of these paints I have, not all of them, but they'll turn into like a cheesy texture. Like they won't smell or anything, but they'll get super chunky and kind of gross. Blending in what's left on my palette here, and then might go in for some highlights and oh, thanks, man. Yeah, this music's really nice. It's called Marconi Union Weightless. And I can link it here. I'll get this paint out real quick and then I'll type it in the chat for you, because I do all kinds of work to it. There's great ways to get lost in the moment with this kind of music where you can't really tell what time it is and sort of what point in the music it is. Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yeah, here, I'll type it out for you. This artist has a lot of other great music too in his tracks, so you might discover some awesome additional songs to this. Just getting the last bit of this blue out. Oh yeah. Go. Another good old tube of paint used up. Squished it all down. I think I'm going to, yeah, I'll do some more paint with this. Free up what we have left. That sound may or may not be great on the audio, but squeezing out all that paint, but we'll... Vsauce has always been such a funny guy. His videos are fun to watch. go even lighter with my paintbrush now, get things even more equalized, distributed here. And then I have some bright yellow and some bright pink that I think will throw in the transitions of this. It really does seem like he hasn't aged. That's funny. He's really been in the game for so long. Like he took a potion or something that allows him to not age. Hey Nashville, good to see you here too, dude. Welcome in. Greetings, greetings. I hope your Friday's been very nice. Treating you and all those you love good. Oh yeah, Fountain of Youth is a great description. I would love if that existed. That would be incredible. I mean, hey, with some of these journaling projects I've done and how I intend to get buried at the end of things, I definitely hope to live additional lives, that's for sure. Imagine 200 to 500 years of life, but in different iterations of the universe. That'd be pretty cool. Pretty much at this point in my life, I want to get enough together to where I can have a legitimate mausoleum created for all my crystals and myself and very significant things that I kind of planned for the end of things. It's kind of fun to think about, at least for me, to realize that I'm not permanent and to try to immortalize myself in ways that are even more significant than just what I've made and the life I've lived and all that cool stuff. Like, I don't know, it might be scary to some, but for me it's something I think about quite often. It's interesting. Yeah, that's true. It's really crazy how people lived that long back then, especially when so many tribulations and trials of life were just not good. Like, I can only imagine how long they would live, especially like their lifestyle and like the things they ate. And just like overall in general, like their ability to live in some ways maybe healthier than us. You know, with their means at their disposal at least. But I really do think about that a lot. Like, it's really crazy that people back then lived so long. It's wild. It really makes you wonder too, because Isaac Newton proved that energy is never lost, and whether it happens to be in this universe or somewhere else, if there are parallel iterations going on or whatever, I really do wonder certain things about how life continues on and how the end might not actually be the end. It's one of those things that's like super fun to think about. For me, I'm just kind of at a point where I'm looking to be prepared for it, but just to live out everything to the fullest in the meantime and then see where things go, you know? Yeah, seriously, especially like, I don't know, like maybe there's significance in the things you're buried with and the actions you take in this life, and if there's parallel universes going on, like I said, I wonder if that influences those kind of things. Especially with black holes, I think about that a lot too. If something is so dense and energy can't be lost, what happens when there's nothing left but black holes and all the black holes eat each other up? Then we have this term called the Big Bang, which started everything, and I just wonder, what if it was just the biggest black hole that naturally ends up to be is the one that restarts everything again, having learned from itself a little bit? And I don't know, man, like that's a rabbit hole that I love going down. Indeed, we'll see when we get there, and it's honestly, it's kind of exciting. That's what's kind of led me to live this life to the fullest that I can, because it's really all I can do, and then at the end of things I'll be gifted with the answer to truly one of the biggest questions I have, in whichever way that answer is given, you know? That's pretty much like the ultimate gift in a way, is like something I think about so often is, yeah, it's just so interesting to think about. Like I kind of get lost in the thought of like how interesting things could truly be. Because like we have answers to a lot of things because of science, sure, but I mean, man, there's that one question at the end that's like the ultimate. And who knows, we might be able to find a way to realize, you know, through science to sort of get an answer to some degree on that, but even then, I really don't think we'll ever have the truest form of that answer. It's super, super interesting. Get a little bit more purple on here just for this last bit. I want to make sure I don't have too much of the same color. But yeah, it's just like so fun to think about. For me personally, journaling is my way of truly immortalizing my thoughts and what I maybe want to learn from in another life and things like that. Like I have 24 journals completed, like front to back, with writing that I have stored in a bin that I'm going to find one way or another to get buried with. And that's like my ultimate goal, I guess, is to at least have that happen. But even then, like, it'd be really cool to just have like a semi-pyramid, like, I mean, maybe not a pyramid, but like a mausoleum that's underground and sealed enough to where the things that I bury myself with will be preserved and protected. And to just really have that certainty of like, that like things will be as I intend. Because I don't know, man, the way I dream too is so bizarre. Like I forget I'm sleeping, and like I'll be in situations just like this but with different variables tweaked in such little ways that it just feels right that something is going on currently or that will go on, or it's so interesting. Oh yeah, for sure. I lucid dream big time. Like almost every night, to the point where it feels like I'm still living a life awake here. But yeah, like I said, with just variables that are tweaked just a little bit to where it's like, oh yeah, normal life, but like the curtains in my room are different. Or the things I've created and hung up on my walls are just a little bit different than what I have here. And like even, yeah, like it's so weird. And I don't know, it just motivates me even more to like just live to the fullest and truly see the complete amount of things I can do here in this life, and then see if, I don't know, you know, things translate over or go in ways that I hope. Like maybe the things I do here will help influence a 1% improvement on the next life for me to get a whole new go around again. 'Cause that, yeah, that'd be so cool. Just to have like that subconscious certainty that like things will be all good, and yeah, it's truly so fun to think about. Like I have sections on my website all about it and how I hope different iterations be, and oh yeah, totally, man. Dreams are the best. It really is bizarre how some of those go for me. Just me like completely forgetting that I'm asleep and do similar things and just have similar days going on, and or just whatever else. It's so much fun. I always tell people that I'm awake even while I'm asleep, because that's truly like how every night goes, to a point that's like so surreal that it almost feels like that. I mean, it makes sense if there's other parallel iterations going on and just all that stuff. Like it just really makes me wonder. Because yeah, but like I said, Isaac Newton said energy is not lost. So if I one day come to an end, then whatever that end may be is truly interesting to think about, because that energy's got to go somewhere, according to him, and it's been proven time and time again that, yeah, it's so interesting. Hey, John's in here too. Today's a party, man. All these awesome people tuning in. What on earth? Today is a gift. Today is a gift. I think we're just about good on the base coat, to be honest. Now we can move on to the highlights. I'm gonna dunk this brush in some dang water. Loosen up these bristles and yes, sir. There's a phrase. I don't know if I came up with it, pieced it together over the years, or if I heard it somewhere, but it goes, in honor of the past I write, in glory of our future I will, and in honor of our past I write, in glory of our present I will, and in hope for our future I plan. And that's all we can do. Those three things. I write for the past, I will for the present, and I plan for the future. And that is truly all we can do. Because, man, I mean, I used to be such a worrier about so many things that were out of my control and just everything else. It really goes to show that there's just so much more to just enjoy about right now. So, I have finished this base coat. There is the question now, do I add highlights? Because I could add a myriad of things. I got these 3 colors at my disposal. I'm thinking yellow for sure, but I'm going to keep everything only at the transitions of colors. But at the same time, I really like this texture. So this is a fork in the road. Because I could use all 3 of these colors in the transitions. Sort of creating like a sun, still following these lines, but like a sun. I could do oranges too, that's a good point. I could do oranges in the transitions. I think for sure my plan is to keep it, like if I go over here and grab this brush, I think this is the brush I would use, something super tiny, and just follow those transitions a tiny little bit with like diagonal lines where each of those things meet. Oranges is a good suggestion. Sort of trying to step back here and see what we got. For sure though, I'm going to use a small brush. Maybe I could even use blues in these colors that aren't... Yeah, oranges would be cool now that you mention it. Like maybe I could even find an orange that's not super saturated, like maybe almost a pastel orange. Yeah, like maybe oranges and yellows, because I do have this yellow, but I could also go lighter on the yellows too. That is a good point. I'm just getting my little trash bits together. Here, I'll run over here. That is a good point. I'm just getting my hands a little cleaned up. Got some paint all over. Yeah, like maybe we'll do... Yeah, maybe not this yellow. Like maybe I'll get like a Naples yellow that's almost white. And then maybe there's an orange. I'll bring you guys with me. Hey, Backspin has arrived too. So this is my little paint wall I got here. I think maybe we'll go for... Yeah, I got light bismuth yellow. Ooh, that's almost white. Maybe I can go... let's see what we got here. Maybe like some small bits of... Yeah, that could work. Like maybe a fluorescent style light yellow, not super neon. Ooh, I could go here too. Instead of using heavy body, we'll use like a light and maybe things will blend in. And then the oranges... Give this a move here. The oranges might be... Hey, my mom joined too! Hello, hello! So I have this orange, which is cadmium, but it's almost like a traffic cone orange. I wonder if I got... Well, it might be cool enough, because it's not super saturated. And then maybe I follow... That is a good idea. Because we have lots to choose from. I'm sort of just unsure. Oh, you know what? Instead of heavy body, we could go medium body orange. Actually, it might be fine. Yeah, pastel orange and soft yellow. I think I'll go Naples yellow. Or actually, I got this. Yeah, maybe light bismuth yellow, to where it's almost white. And then let's see, do I have? Yeah, this might be the lightest orange I have, but I think if I go light enough on the brush, we'll be solid enough. Hey, Justin Schultz too! All these awesome people. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, because I have light bismuth yellow, which just may or may not show up on the camera. But it's like almost white, but it's still got, I wonder if that'll even show up. But it's very nice, like almost like a sky color still, to where, yeah, like maybe that's what I'll do. Like maybe I'll do the orange coat first and just try to equally distribute it. Yeah, I agree with that. I think that'd be cool. And if things need a brighter yellow, I do have this one, which I haven't even opened yet, which is good. Let me see if this will show up. Ooh, you know what? This might be the yellow. We could even use all of them, because I think I will distribute it across in a way that's sharp. So, ooh, I can even use a smaller brush than this. The base colors, so we can always figure that out as we go. But I think what we'll do, we'll get a smaller palette for this. I was working with this big old thing, but that one still has kind of wet, tacky paint, so we'll go smaller here. And the stream may or may not be taking a dive. Yeah. Well, I think either I'll have a lighting source or I'll just do it throughout. Because this could be very interesting, like if I just do little, just to keep it. Yeah, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Let me refresh this page to make sure we are still good. Oh, good. Okay. My screen got a little frozen there. But I mean, even if I just go light enough, things are still wet, which is good. I can just throw some in ways that it's just so small and to start. I think I'll just distribute it throughout, so it's more like a, I don't know, maybe like a Van Gogh style, where it's just enough to where it's like the accent's there, but it's not the main focus. Yeah, like a highlight. Sort of just, and I'll stick to the left side. It might be hard to see in the camera to start, but as long as everything, yeah, I think I'll go throughout, because that'll be a little more balanced, and that'll avoid me potentially forgetting about the sun. Yeah, just so it's like just enough. Yeah, and then I think I'll use the... Yeah. I agree. I think I like the orange a lot. It's kind of nice too. It'll give it a little more finer brush strokes in here. Let's make it very spotty, but yet what feels balanced. It'll be nice too because it'll add a little more definition and take away some of the blendy look of this, which is what I kind of wanted. Yeah, just stick to the edges of these. Yes, sir. That was a good suggestion. Oh, totally. It probably doesn't look exactly like how I see it in person on screen, but this is good. It needs these little marks. That was exactly what we needed right there. Almost like just little falling sparks from the sky. But I'm just going to get every transition that makes sense. Incredible suggestion. Yeah, totally. That's another good comparison. Pokemon Shinies. Yeah, pearlescent holographic. That's a great, yeah. Now that you mention it, that is a great idea. There's a book I've been reading by Stephen Wolfram, The Fundamental Theory of Physics and a New Kind of Science, that kind of talks about this sort of dynamic where everything is blended in this sort of pearlescent way, almost like mother of pearl stone. Try to follow some of those functions from that book too. Keep it natural looking and yeah, great call. This looks so nice. Yeah, I think I'll do oranges on this side, and I'll do some of the Naples yellow on the other side. And then that might be the final bit. True, that might also be good too. Throw just some white in there. Because this really has a lot of good sort of natural barriers to these color transitions that I'm able to just follow without having to think about it too much. incredible idea. Totally. Hey, I'm glad you like it, man. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. This is exactly the kind of painting I wanted to make too, one where I'm not really planning it out from the beginning, just kind of going with just the natural flow of how everything's landed. Just like that. Yep, sir. I'm glad you were in here to give that suggestion, because I had a handful of colors, like I showed you, like those pinks and stuff, but I'm glad we picked orange instead, because it just fits so much better. True, I think I'll do that. Like maybe this, I think this color might be the answer to that. Like on the other side of those highlights, it'll still be on the warm tone because it has like that small, it's almost like a bit of yellow that's not even in there. It's like white with just like a small crumb of yellow mixed in. Yeah, this painting, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think the light source will be naturally coming from the top right and shining down in, because once I put those yellows in, I'll put them on the other side. And then I think that'll give a nice balance to these. Probably, yeah, like that. It really does. Like, I feel like this is like an album cover I've seen before, almost. Like, oh, what's it called? Like those vaporwave style mall cafeteria cups that have that. Oh, man, I can't remember what it's called though. It's like vaporwave stuff. Dang, that's a great comparison. Like, maybe I can look up the technical name for that. Whatever that design style was called, and name this something based off that. I think I'll do use some yellows to try and... Oh, actually, I have a few more spots I can put this. Hey, that's good. I'm glad you think so. Because, yeah, this is going very nice. It's nice how this paint is still wet from the base coat, too, so everything is just nicely sitting where it needs to. It does. Like I can totally see them making a knife with this kind of color texture on it. That'd be pretty cool to see. Hey, thanks, man. Super glad with your suggestion, because I was having a hard time deciding. I had all those pinks and blues and this is definitely the choice. So yeah, I think I'll put some of this yellow on here. Actually, no. Yeah, I think I'll use this yellow to start. Just a little bit. There we go. And we can sort of see where that puts us. Yeah, it's pretty much almost white. It's like just a tad bit of yellow that... Yeah, I think I'll trail it up like that across each one. Start like a little higher and then build it like that. Oh yeah, this yellow is pretty much white, like you were saying. So I'm just gonna go super light-handed like I did the orange, just on the other side. It might not even show up on the screen because of how light it is. Like it'll be super subtle. It'll still be on the warm side, but I used the lighter yellow instead of this one, because this one I think would look like a highlighter compared to this, which is more like what you were talking about, the more on the white side, which I think looks a lot better. Yeah, just like a very subtle on the other side to give it a little bit of a light shade. And I'm starting above the lowest point of each and still sticking in those transitions so that the soft parts of everything will come through. I think the mirror is technically silver because they do like nickel plating. It's like they dip it or they pour a liquid onto the glass that's like nickel infused. do have silver, but I'm debating putting an iridescent on there because it might be super eye-catching. Like the reflectiveness of it, because the silver I have has like legitimate silver flakes in it. And I kind of want to keep this like a sky to some degree. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do like an equal amount of this yellow, only to suit the orange next to it. Like, I don't want to oversaturate and do extra. I kind of want to pair it to this orange. But yeah, I'm going super light with my brush too, because I don't want it to... to overpower the other things. Yeah, I think this, if we were to have used this one, it would look way more like a highlighter and not like the sky look that we're trying to go for. Because ideally, after this dries, which will probably be like 48 hours, well, I would say like between 24 and 48, I'll tape it off the other way, and then we're just gonna do a bunch of grassy greens, just up and down, up and down, up and down like crazy. But I'll stream that other part a different day, because this is definitely having to dry. Oh yeah, for sure. It's really tough with paintings, because like you said, silver could be so cool, and it also could be like a whole different look to it. And like even I am bouncing back and forth between silver and like maybe some whites additionally, and it's truly a tough call. Like you have great suggestions. It's like one of those things where it's, when choosing colors like this, it's almost like rolling the dice to some degree. Because really, you could get good rolls on a handful of different combinations. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, silver could change the look, and it could look totally cool in a whole different way. Because, like, silver's awesome. Like, I definitely can't deny that. I am going to be doing some silver-based paintings, though. Like, I'm going to do a lot of blues and silvers one day. I'll do, like, blues and silvers. I'm going to do a rock slab painting that'll have silver veins running through it. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, maybe even silver is one of those that, when I do get to the very end, I would add silver as like the sun light source. Oh yeah. Precious metals are awesome. Like, I would say precious metals and like various minerals from the ground are all super interesting to me. And like copper too. Speaking of like minerals, like I really want to do paintings that have a look to minerals, and yes, silver could be a great thing for the grass. Do like a light source grass reflection type thing. That rock I had is malachite, and I did a painting kind of similar to that a little bit ago, but I'm going to do one that's a lot more close to the actual rock. Malachite is absolutely my favorite mineral of the earth. It really does look like uranium. I'll do a painting that I am gonna call like uranium something with glow-in-the-dark paint that has that bright green. I'm gonna do some tests with the camera eventually to see how well that will show up, like maybe do the stream under a black light so you guys can see the glow-in-the-dark as I put it on. But I want to do like a rock slab that has glow-in-the-dark veins running through it, so it looks like something truly radioactive. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, this is turning out good. It might even be possible that I'll call it good after this yellow is on, because adding any more might be distracting. Like, I was kind of bouncing back and forth if I added a darker, sort of like a mild dark blue, but I think that might be distracting. I'm kind of thinking about a lot of options as we're going through this, because some things could be cool, but I also really don't want to ruin. Well, I use ruin lightly because it could turn it all into a very cool, different idea. But I think as far as like the sky goes, this might be the way to go. Like, just keep it very limited so that the grass I put in eventually too doesn't get too washed out. Oh yeah, the light source is just in general from this direction. I probably won't put in an actual sun until maybe at the end, but even then I might leave it out just to give it like an implied angle. Because when I do the greens, I'll keep all the brighter greens on the following the same thing, where it's like light to dark. And I do want to keep this all in like a similar direction. Oh yeah, for sure. Seems like you got a good mind for this, dude. I gotta say. Yeah, this is honestly quite trippy to look at in person, especially like when I step back and see. Yeah, like I try to still follow that rule, because it would be kind of disorienting if I put yellow everywhere. Because I could add a sun. Like, if I started and added things this way, then I would change the direction on how the yellows and oranges landed at this stage. But I think this is a great balance, just to kind of keep everything following a general rule, and then our eyes will kind of place the light source naturally. Because I mean, there's probably so many ways that we could have gone with this painting. Like, it really is a fun experiment. Like, we could probably create 3 paintings with these same colors and change like just a few tiny things, and they would all look super different and unique. Like, just with these same exact colors. Because truly, we could have gone many different directions and had super cool results. Yeah, for sure. It's like we could have a light source that's like the subject, or we could have the implied rule that you're sort of talking about too, which is great because it's still like nice to follow a general theme and all that good stuff. Because then it just takes a little more pressure off the eye, like where you can kind of look at it all at once and be like, oh, I kind of see what's going on here. Trying to keep everything rather balanced too. Making sure I don't forget like a single strand of orange. Oh yeah, no worries, man. I'm really glad you're able to stop in. I'll be doing more streams with this until it's finished, once everything's dry, and then the final post and stuff, so definitely gonna be cranking on with this. Hope you have a good night, though. Add some blues though. I think those cyan color blocks could benefit too. Maybe even a darker purple on some of these transitions as well. I'm really like in the mood to use a lot of colors for this to give it a real marbled look to it. Super tempted. Take a step back real quick just to see. Yeah, those blues are really tempting me. Really tempting. Step back, see where we're at. Like even if I used because I have light blues too. Like maybe we don't need to use this dark blue. Well, it's not really dark blue, it's like medium. We may. Might be one of those things too where I think on it overnight. Just to kind of make sure I follow. Yeah, because what I'm thinking is if we did a darker blue here, a lighter blue on the other side, and then just a little darker purple in the same fashion that we got with this brush going on. Could be really interesting. Did I get all that? Oh no. Thought I had all the oranges done for a minute there, but I just need to make sure every orange has a complement of this yellow. Oh, can do some in the corner. And blend that in a little more. Oh, there's one. Could always be that one orange that doesn't have a pairing of this yellow on there. Could be the move. Like if I take a moment to wash this brush out. Get myself one of these rags here. There's so many ways I could go with this. And they all seem very fun. But I just cannot decide. Because I could use that blue. And then a light blue, which I know I have. That's not fully clean yet. And like just a smaller bit of purple that's darker than the purple I used. It'd be so good. Just to give it even more of a spotty variety. Like maybe I'll start with a lighter blue. Oh, that might be a good rule to follow. Like maybe instead of 2 blues, I just add a lighter blue. And then for the other purple, I just add a small bit of darker light purple. Just again on the edges. Man, I really... I truly could go so many ways with this. It's nice to take these moments and clean off your materials and just kind of step back and see what we got. As far as options go, because man, I could really, because we did 2 oranges, so if we did 2 blues and then 1 extra purple, that would be 5 in the highlights, because this is a striking orange. It's hard to see on the camera, but it is striking to the point where I feel like this could really benefit from like a striking similar color combination. Let me just put this away. We do have a lot of materials and tools at our disposal to make this look nice. Like if I turn you guys this way, go back to our selection here. As far as blues go, oh yeah, see? That could be a good one. Like a blue-gray. Contrast another blue. Darker blue to blue-gray. And to counteract the purple, muted pink wouldn't be it. But yeah, you see, I could do like prism violet. Yeah, I think we're gonna commit on that. I really want some type of blue. Yeah, I feel like it's just gotta happen. Because if I, yeah, just a small bit of sky blue. Yeah, I mean, I gotta see. Worst comes to worst, I just put some of that color back in. Oh, that looks so nice. Yeah, out of the tube, that looks a lot less saturated than the tube label. Like if I... Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's gotta happen. Gotta. Just for that more of a dynamic of sight on things, because it's just too good to not use more coloring. I'm just gonna wash this out. There we go. Yeah, I mean, even if it's just a little. It'll appear striking in the beginning, but yeah, it just looks so much more fun to look at. Again, just little tiny marks of this. We're not doing heavy on the brush. Wherever the blue is, just gonna add a little bit of that. Because I really want to stick to this sky theme. Yeah. And then we'll definitely do the purple. For sure. Because yeah, it just seems fit with the orange. Like the orange is so striking on its own. That we gotta blend some other striking on the flip side. I want it to almost seem like a kaleidoscope to some degree. Yeah, I'm happy with this. It's definitely the vision I set out to put on here. Every bit of this teal green is going to get a blue counterpart. Just like this. That's why I went so heavy on the paint in the beginning, because I wanted this to be still rather wet in some areas. Our Slings has joined. This has been a great stream. All my favorite people are on here. So many awesome new faces too. Glad you have joined us in this wonderful evening. Just having a nice relaxing day of painting. No plan for things except just to follow a basic color palette I chose and just some general rules for dynamic, but besides that, we are just taking it nice and relaxing for tonight. take a step back and check this out where we're at. Yeah. This is good. I'm glad I took the suggestion earlier to go with oranges. And I'm also glad I chose to follow my heart with these blues. Because it really is giving me the final look that I truly set out to go for tonight. This is a great choice. It really is one of those things where it's always awesome to take suggestions from people watching, and then it's also glad that I trust my heart to really go even further with what my plans were. Because I was going to use pink. And I think that pink would be so strong that it would have truly been distracting. Do some blue here. I think I'll save that bright pink for another rock slab that I have an idea for. Back and think, oh, missed one there. You don't want to miss too many. We could do a yellow right there. Take this blue out. Got a little bit of orange here. Super nice. Super, super good. Now, did we get all the major points of blue here? I think so. I think it's time to move on to lighter blue. This right here is why you wear paint shorts. Because I have paint rags. It's just kind of nice to quickly get that figured out. I'm going to step over here and grab this. Even lighter orange next. I mean, not orange, blue. I'm just going to get a little bit again. And this is still staying on the side of warm, shifted colors, because this blue and this cyan has it's still a little bit on the warm side. It's not a fully cool blue. And same thing with this light blue, which we're just gonna do. Yeah, that's cool. Same thing, it's still like mildly warm to where it's just enough make a difference here. We're just going to follow the same contrast rules. Stick it just a little higher than the lowest point of same brush too. We don't want to vary brushes. We don't want to vary the stroke length because that'll also be distracting. It's easy to kind of get carried away with these still, so that's why I'm trying to stick to like some there, some up here, because we really don't want to make anything striking compared to everything we just did. It's easy to get carried away and do a lot of different line lengths and varying amounts of lines and everything if you get too into it. So that's why I still am sticking to the rule that I did with oranges and yellows, because it truly is important. Do like this, like that. Yeah, and I think that purple I chose is going to be a good contrast just to tie in. It'll only be one purple, so that'll follow a nice rule of design too, so it'll keep the eye interested without being like perfectly symmetrical, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is exactly what we set out to do today, this top half. And then when I tape off the bottom half, any sort of unnatural line, or if the tape started to come up, or if I got a little, there's like a little bit of pink here, all that will be painted over, so all that is totally okay. Super duper good. I have ideas similar to this too that will be just separate paintings yet again, because like I was saying earlier, you could go so many different directions with that initial technique and the background. I have sponges down there to make everything super soft and to do a project like that. So we got lots of potential in our future here, but this one is just like I hoped. Do something like that, like this. Yes. Yes, yes. Perfect. It's paintings like this that I am very thankful for. And sometimes I do have trouble getting the motivation to begin just because of the worry that something might go wrong or anything like that, but I gotta always remind myself that things will be just fine. Because truly, I mean, if something was to be gross, if I put a color on here that is just really not it, I got all those paint tubes over there to help correct my misjudgment or anything else, because truly it's just one of those things where I just gotta trust that, especially to get all this paint used, I really don't want it to go bad or to waste it. Oh, there's more. All good. Oh, there's some more there. Yeah, that's why I always, if you're sitting up close to your project, it's very easy to lose track of where something might be, or to not follow a rule at a certain spot. Very cool, very cool. So, I think I got all those blues. Oh, there's one up there. I do want to break this. That'll be the only rule that I break right there. Oh, here too could benefit from one. Sometimes it's just okay to break the pattern and make it section less visible if you got spots that, oh, did I miss all these? I did. I did. All these are left without companions. Here, one right there. Companions. I'm gonna do a little more on that one. There. Now I think I'm set. I'm set on the rule at least. Oh. Okay, now I think we're set. We're set. Yep, that is good to me. So now that these have been soaking long enough, let me just clean this brush off. Paint into these little grooves here just to dislodge any paint that might be left. I want nice calipers here. Okay, we're gonna get a firm amount of bristles just to dislodge. I use these calipers for a lot of things, so since I had to jam them into a paint tube earlier, I'm just going to mix. Give it like a nice toothbrushing. Solid. Yeah, I would just hate to like grab something later, like a physical collage piece or something paper related, and to have this paint come off onto it. So there, good enough. Doesn't need to be super clean, I just don't want a bunch of gunky nonsense to be in there. So you can put those away. We got a nice clean brush for the last. I think this will be the last step of the night. Because yeah, the next, I may or may not stream this down here, because it'll just be in a way where I'm going to try to just taper light to dark. Just like 2 green colors and that's it. Keep it very simple, but still following this direction. I'm not sure if this part will be streamed or not, but we can always do a 2-parter just to finish it up, like a 45-minute bit. Let me just make sure this is straight too. Yeah, I mean, this is solid enough. But it might even just fix these little bits and leave it green. But yeah, we'll see. I have overnight to think about that. I won't force that too hard. But hey, we used a significant amount of paint. If I can just squeeze this part down. Super significant amount. To the point where I might even just use this last bit to start another rock painting over on that other table. Because I have 2 more tubes of it, so I kind of hate when it gets all like up here because that's a lot of waste. So I try to get it all fixed at once. But what we'll do is we'll grab Prism Violet, and I think we'll just top off that last bit, to be honest. Call it a day. I just want to follow. Yeah, I'm just going to follow the entirety of each purple section. Just one little line each. And then we'll kind of get our bearings again. Just a little bit here. Yeah, we'll just do a final balancing with this, I think, and then be a solid spot to call everything. We do have a light up here, a light shade, so that's why I kind of had this idea of purples. Oh, yep. I'm gonna do long tails on this one, just because it'll counterbalance everything. Step back and see. Yeah, I think that's good. If I do a third stream, it's very possible we'll add more to this top, but it's possible that we might call it a day after this. Yep, just any of these purples, not gonna think about it too much. Dark to light, some light ones. Very just streaky based. It's almost kind of looking like the rings of a planet, at least to me. It's good we have this dark in here, because I think it equalizes things. Good. Up here all the way. Today was a big day, that's for sure. Got this painting made, or started, I should say. I'm going to have a ton of stuff on the website published before I go to sleep. Got so many friendly faces in here. Today was definitely the biggest stream we've had, for sure. Handfuls of people in today. Whoa, that was a weird noise I just heard. Whoa, that was weird. The camera may or may not have even heard that. It sounded like somebody shifted a box in my room. Like that was weird. The camera definitely showed me jump at that though. Holy. That sounded like somebody was legitimately in my room shifting something across the floor, like a box. I'll have to go back and look because that was significant. Oh, thanks, Mom. Happy you were here today, too. It's always nice when you're in here. these purples have been accounted for. Purple friends today. Oops. Oh, there's some up there. Let's continue that down. Spot. Keep it blended. Oh, there's some. I'm taking step backs again to make sure I get the subtle portions because I really don't want to miss something important, like right here. Also throw one in like that. We do have a little bit here that could benefit. Here. Oh, there's one. This might be the longest stream I've done too. Kind of lost track of time. I'm not sure what time it is. That's all good. We are nearing the end. I'll be sure to pull off the tape during the stream just to give a nice reveal of a clean edge, or as clean as it will be. There are some little spots that I got paint, but that's all good. thicken this line to counteract things. Just got a little bit of purple here, and up that way, just a little bit more. I'm going to thicken this line too, because I want to create a visual balance so that my eye isn't quite pulled through that one. Yeah, I'll thicken this one too. Tail on that. I'm just gonna do a couple final touches on some of these lines. That's where we will call things today. There's a significant amount of balance now. Yeah, I think just to tie everything up, we'll give these two tools of mine a final wash through. I've been using this paintbrush for ages. The finish on the wood is starting to come off. Yeah, just give these a quick douse on the main one. Quick rinse out. Get ourselves a fresh rag here. Super successful day today. Wow, it's 10 o'clock. Holy moly. That's crazy. I don't know when I started. Maybe 7:30, 8? Dang. It's been a significant amount of time. Hey, that works for me. Really goes to show. Truly goes to show how long certain parts of the painting can take, and how I really can get lost in the moment that I'm working on things. Good paintbrush there. Good one there. Yep, we're just going to throw this back on my little makeshift rag holder. Put these away. Cool. Super cool for today. So I'll center you guys a little better here to see the tape get pulled off. Yeah, that'll be nice. I'm just going to follow the same line for tomorrow. I might even just do another coat of... what green was that? I think it might be Hooker's green. Just to keep it simple. Or I could do grass. We do have a little bit of inconsistencies. Once this is fully dry, I'll just do another tape this way. Clean up the green. And after the green's cleaned up, I can clean up all these lines. These black lines on the side, and I think we'll be all set. This has been a super fun stream today. I appreciate everyone who's tuned in. I'll give you a more solid frontal look here. But yeah, I'll take this moment to say goodbye. Hope you guys have a good night. I'll publish a few things on my website, and then I'm gonna sleep as well. But have a good night, you guys. Appreciate you all.